Scene one, Apple, take one. What time is it?
You want to get high?
That's right.
She caught me smoking. Ooh, she caught me smoking. Ooh, she caught me smoking, smoking. Ooh, she caught me smoking. Ooh, she caught me smoking. Ooh, she caught me smoking. It's a motherfucking podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Saturday Smoke Session. Thank you for clicking that play button. And as you can see, there's no one here but me. We are alone this Saturday Smoke Session. I planned on having my uncle on to tell some embarrassing stories about me when I was a child, but some things came up with the family and he's got to take care of some stuff. So we will still have him on, but it's going to be a little bit delayed. Once everything is cleared up with our family and everything, and he's able to get some free time, then we'll get him on the show, tell some embarrassing stories about me, and who knows, we might talk about some UFOs or aliens or ghosts or whatever. Who knows? Who knows what the podcast will bring us. But today I fly solo, but for good reason. I fucked up on my scheduling, for one. That's reason number one. I should have had the person that's on next week's smoke session on this week's, but I messed up. So I'm flying solo today, which is okay. We fly solo all the time, so I'm used to it. But we are flying solo, and we have some big news, to be honest with you. This Monday, we will be recording episode 0 of The Real Boys. That's right, The Real Boys, a TV and movie review podcast. We got 7 people. I put together an AllStar podcast group. Well, I really didn't put it together. I kind of did. I kind of picked everyone, but everyone's doing their part. Everyone's throwing in, doing everything that they can to help out the podcast and to get it distributed. There we go. To get it distributed throughout all the podcast platforms, and it will be available on YouTube also. I don't know about the WeTube yet. Some sketchy stuff's going on with the WeTube. I don't know if it's just me, but when I'm when I'm uploading on the WeTube, it says that it sends me an email when my video is ready. But sometimes I don't get my email for like 2 days, and my video's not up when I tell everybody that it's up. So I think we're gonna delay the WeTube uploads for a little while. I'm still gonna keep the channel up. I might still do like little tidbits here and there, like 10-minute videos here and there. Maybe I'll just drop like a sample of the podcast over there, just to keep people intrigued. But it's really no point when I tell people, go to the WeTube and check out the video, and it's not there, and it won't be there for 2 days. I don't know. So when they work out all the kinks, then we'll get back on there and I'll start advertising again. But from here on out, we're just going to do like little 5-10 minute videos, little, I don't know, TikTok-ish videos that I'm not allowed to do on TikTok. TikTok, I don't know, man. Why can I do marijuana stuff on TikTok? Why? Why is that a big deal? It's legal. It is legal here in my state of Michigan. It's legal here. Why can't I do TikTok videos about weed? Get at me, TikTok. But anyways, like I said, we have the Real Boys not dropping, but we will be recording the Real Boys on Monday at 8 p.m. So I don't know when it's going to be uploaded. Maybe Wednesday, maybe. But we'll let you know. I'll let you know on the Oops Caught Me Smoking show on Tuesday. So I should know by then. So there you go. Because after we record the Real Boys, I'm going to be jumping on Oops Caught Me Smoking and doing my podcast as well. So I'll probably be talking a lot about it on there, and I'll have more information for you guys. But look out for the Real Boys, 7 podcasters all getting together and making magic happen for reals. And as you can see, there's something added to the title. It's like, Dan, this is not just Oops Caught Me Smoking anymore. Nope. It's still Oops Caught Me Smoking. It will always be Oops Caught Me Smoking. It'll never be anything else. But it is now Oops Caught Me Smoking, a weed and sports podcast. Because why? I kind of want to stick to what I know best, and that's weed, and that is sports. I love both of them. I'm a fan of both, huge fan of both, and that's what I love to talk about is weed and sports. And I love to get, and a lot of the audience out there is saying, "Where's all the sports at, Dan? You've abandoned sports. You've abandoned it." I'm like, I know, and I'm sorry. Now, I'm not going to go around like ESPN does and go around and give you the scores and highlights of every single game, because I'm not going to do that. That's what ESPN's for. But we will be having like discussions on sports topics like as of today, because I have some in my hand. We will be talking. But before we get into all that, before we get into like the March Madness, which is my favorite time of year, I'm going to let you guys know what I am smoking on. And let's see if I have the... There it is. And let you guys know what I'm smoking on. And we have the box right here. If you can see, I'm going to try to hold it up so you guys can see that. There you go. Also refined cannabis oil from Mitten Extracts. Yep, from Mitten Extracts. This is lab tested, and this is Mitten Pound Cake. It is 88.10% THC. I don't know if you guys can see that. What? That's about as far as I can reach, guys. I'm sorry. But it is 88.10% THC Mitten Pound Cake. So this is nice. It doesn't tell me the indica sativa ratio, but it is a hybrid. So I'm guessing it's mostly indica, because most hybrids are mostly indica, but it is amazing. There we go. So that is what we're smoking on this week's smoke session. My little vape pen. See, I love cartridges, guys. Everyone asks me what's my thing on cartridges. I love them. They had a bad rap. I don't buy my carts off the street, though. Only dispensaries. I only buy at dispensaries. I don't buy weed off the streets. And no, all you guys out there offering me marijuana, offering to sell me marijuana, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, guys. I love you. I do. I appreciate you guys listening to the show. I appreciate you guys giving me some feedback and support, but I can't do it. I have to go through dispensaries. I can't just buy weed off the streets. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that I don't know you. And if I don't know you. And it's kind of illegal. It is kind of illegal here in Michigan to be selling weed if you're not a licensed seller. So if you are a licensed seller, get at me. Let me know. If you're just starting out, if you are a licensed grower, licensed seller, and you're just starting out and you want to get your name out there, let me know. Bring some of your samples my way, and I'll hit you up on the podcast. But cartridges, I love them. I only buy at dispensaries, so I know where it's coming from, and it's lab tested, so it's safe, 100% safe in my book. This is what I'm smoking on 90% of the time. 90% of the time, I'm not smoking flower. I am smoking on extracts. Or sometimes I'll bring out the dabs, but most of the time it's the cards. I don't really dabble in dabs. I did a huge dab off of Luca that I put on my Instagram Reels. So if you want to go check that out, go check it out. It's got like 100, almost 200 plays. So go check that out. It's pretty cool. And that was a huge dab, and that was first thing in the morning. Like, I woke up, eyes open, got a glass of water, did a dab. That was the whole routine for that morning. And let me tell you, it changed the first hour of my morning. My whole train of thought was fucked. I was laying in bed, and I was just like, I don't even want to go. I had to go to work. I didn't want to. So, but I ended up going anyways, and everything worked out fine. I just did a little bit too much. It was a lot. I coughed my ass off. You don't see me coughing. You don't see me dying at the end, but just lo and behold, I was dying. But now on to other things. We have March Madness coming up. My favorite time of the year. I love March Madness. Even though the whole COVID thing kind of fucked everything up this year, We didn't have it last year, so at least we get a little glimmer of it. I think next year will probably be the full swing of March Madness because, let's be honest, this COVID swing is coming to it's coming to a slope. We're sloping down. We're going to a halt. We're starting to tread to normalcy again. So I think in about 6 to 8 months we'll be normal again once again and back to our daily lives and going to work every day. We'll probably still have to wear the mask though, but who knows? I think 2 states are completely opening right back up and just said, take the fucking mask off, we're done. I know Texas is one of them, and I believe Mississippi, don't quote me, it might be Mississippi or Alabama, one of those two, I don't know. That other one, yeah, they're taking masks off and just saying, fuck it, we're done. It's been a year, we're done. We're not closing down anymore. This year, 2020, went by so fast, and it's hard to believe that it's been a year already since we've had the whole COVID lockdown and everything happened. It is very hard to believe. But anyways, enough about that. The March Madness, we have the number 1 and number 2 seeds ready to go because we're dancing. We're starting to dance. We can hear the music in the background. We're getting our boogie on. We're starting to dance. So we got our number 1 seeds. We got Gonzaga, Baylor, Michigan, and Ohio State. Fuck you, Michigan. I'm a Michigan State fan, as you can see from my back here. That's Michigan State. I'm a Spartan for life. So Michigan is being number 1 seed. I don't think Michigan State's even going to be dancing. If they're going to have to pull off some miracles, if they were going to happen. If they would have beat Michigan, that would have put them into the dance. But they got their asses stomped. And if they do dance, they're probably going to be number 16 anyway. So chances are they're probably going to be facing one of these teams: Gonzaga, Baylor, Michigan, or Ohio State. And we got our number 2 seeds already. We have Illinois, Villanova, Alabama, and Houston. Houston, surprise, surprise. Houston's been on the upcome, though, for the past couple years. Houston, I remember about 3 to 4 years ago, they were kind of like a Cinderella team, and then they came into the mid. They're in the middle, and now they're in the upper tier. So big shout out to Houston University for moving on up to the number 2 seed. But yeah, I will be once the brackets are all filled out though, I will be filling out my bracket not live, but on my podcast. You'll be able to see my picks of my bracket on my podcast while I make them. So I don't know if I might do it live. Who knows? I haven't gone live yet. I've been almost podcasting for a better part of a year now, and I have yet to go live. So I might do that for March Madness. I might just go live for March Madness. Who knows? And fill out my bracketology, do my bracketology live on Facebook and YouTube. Who knows? Yeah, I need some more viewers and likes and comments on YouTube. Give me some reason to keep putting videos on there, guys. I'm getting about 20 views per channel, which is mediocre. My audio, my Spotify listeners, you guys out there, you guys are soldiers out there, is like 100 times more than my YouTube. For some reason, my YouTube is not popping. But the audio out there for you Spotify, Stitcher, Pandora, all you podcast listeners out there, thank you from the depths of my heart from being that hardcore and badass. Because you're blowing YouTube out of the fucking water. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm not doing my tags right or my keywords right, but who knows. Or maybe just people think I'm ugly and don't want to see me and rather just listen. But I do push to Spotify. I do push the audio a little bit more than I do YouTube. But we're on the come up. We're up over 1,000 views though over on YouTube, so we're on the come up. I know I keep drifting, but March Madness, look out for that. So on YouTube, you will be able to see me fill out my bracket over on YouTube, and I'll probably post it up on Facebook too for you. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. But on to NFL news, we got Big Ben that signed a 1-year deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he basically just restructured his contract so they can get more cap room to bring in some more talent. Pittsburgh went undefeated for the longest time last year. I think it was 11-0, and then what the fuck happened? Just dropped off the face of the earth. I don't know what the hell happened to Pittsburgh last year, but damn, you guys just fell off. But Big Ben's coming back for at least one more year, and maybe it's going to be his last year. He might retire after this year. I'm kind of calling it. I think if he doesn't get, this last hit. No matter what happens this year, Super Bowl or not, he's going to retire. This is the last straw for Ben Roethlisberger. I have a feeling. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I've been wrong many times. In fact, the majority of the time I am wrong. And I like that because I would like to see Big Ben play for 2 to 3 more years. But he is probably the second worst quarterback in his division, in their division. So I think Joey Burrow is pretty much the only one that's worse than Ben Roethlisberger. So he might retire, might not. Who knows? Let's see. And J.J. Watt signed with Arizona? You would think at this time, at this juncture in your career, J.J., you would want to go to a winning team. I mean, don't get me wrong. Arizona's a playoff contender. But why not Tampa Bay? Why not Pittsburgh to go play with your brothers? Both of them. You could have had all 3 Watts on one team. Why not Pittsburgh? Why not San Francisco? A Super Bowl contender for next year, for sure. Why not one of those teams? But Arizona? Arizona's defense was not that great last year. Maybe that's the reason why he wanted to go. It wasn't all about the contract. His contract was pretty much up there. I think $30 million for 2 years. So they paid him. They paid him a lot of money. He's making a pretty good chunk of change for the next 2 years. But Arizona, I guess we'll see what happens. I have no idea why he would pick Arizona, but I guess we'll see what happens in Arizona. All right, and we're moving on to the NBA. We got NBA news. I will be dipping into the NFL QB carousel because I have a question from a listener out there that emailed me, and he emailed me a question, and I will be answering that on the next episode. So look out for the next episode on Tuesday. So we'll have some Q&A for you on Tuesday. I'll answer some sports questions for you on Tuesday and some non-sports questions. And you know what? That is going to be mainly about sports and weed, guys, but, I'm still going to bring funny news, funny stories when they come along. It's just, with all the COVID and all that stuff going on right now, it's hard to find funny news because COVID is what blocks everything. Every time you try to look at news, it's all COVID. And it sucks. It just sucks. And I can't stand it. So we're going on to sports. We're moving on to sports. But I will still bring the funny. You know that. I'll still bring the funny. Still bring some laughs for you here and there. But anyways, on to NBA news. We got some refs calling some bullshit texts. What the fuck is going on here? Some refs are just having a bad damn day, I guess. And just pretty much taking out on the players. Calling texts. Like fucking crazy. We had Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell got ejected out of the Sixers game for I don't know what. I didn't see it. I didn't see anything that even garnered a technical, let alone an ejection. Maybe he said something. I don't know. But Donovan Mitchell has never been one of those people that just get a text. That just get technical fouls and just foul out of games or get ejected. He's not one of those people. He's not a Draymond Green. Sorry, Draymond. I love you, former Saginaw native right here. I'm with you, bro. But you can't be kicking people in the dick. That's kind of dirty. I love you, buddy. I do. I love you. But come on. You've been playing a little bit clean lately, and your game's kind of falling off. But he's not an all-star. Draymond's not an all-star. This is one of my snubs. Draymond should have been an all-star, to be honest with you. At least like a substitute, a bench player or something. Devin Booker was ejected out of the Lakers game, too. For I don't know what. Again, I think he maybe said something. Maybe they're just saying something, but I don't know. These refs they just have to let these boys play. Let these men play. Can't be calling them boys. Let these men play. This is like the one thing that we have outside of fucking the pandemic that takes our mind off of everything and our work and our everyday lives is sports. And you're pretty much robbing us of all of that. When you're just calling ticky-tack fouls, and then when, like Montrezl Harrell got teed up for saying "and one" after a shot. He said "and one." You know how many people go "and one" after a shot? Everyone. Everyone that feels like they got fouled off of a layup or a jump shot, they're going to say "and one." And I guess Montrezl Harrell got teed up for it. It's just these stupid technicals that are going on. You can't be dismantling the game like this. Just because the ref has had a bad day or decided that because he's in quarantine and can't see his family that he's all pissed off that he's going to go call ticky-tack-tacks. And everyone call them ticky-tack-tacks, the triple T's, ticky-tack-tacks. I don't think those... send him home. Send him home. If he doesn't want to be there, send him home. There's plenty of other refs that the NBA has that they can bring in for a quarantine for 2 weeks. Have the guy suck it up for 2 more weeks and then send his ass home. Don't be calling ticky-tack-tacks on people. Like, and there's fouls going on that are not being called. Like blatant fouls that are going on that are not being called also. Not just on my Lakers team because I am a Lakers fan. Like, true, I bleed purple and gold. But I watch all the other games too. Like, all the other games, I try to watch as many games as I possibly can within a day. But if I try to go and watch every single game, that I'm going to be watching basketball forever, and there will be no time for anything. But I try to watch at least the good games, the good matchups, and all that stuff. I do watch some of the Pistons games. I watch the Lakers, of course. There's the first game I watch every fucking day. And just let these guys play, man. Things are hard enough as it is. Just let these guys play. That's all I ask. All I ask. And some comments have come up about James Harden being an MVP. I don't know about that, guys. He was picked 5th? he wasn't even a starter on the All-Star team. So I believe he's playing at an MVP level, but you can't force your way out of one team, go to another team, and then become the MVP that year. You can't do it. He's disqualified from the MVP in my mind. Anyways, he's disqualified from the MVP race for at least this year. Next year, maybe, he'll be back. I mean, he's back to good old James Harden. Like, he lost his Rick Ross weight. He lost that Rick Ross weight, and he still got the beard, though. We still always had the beard. And the receding hairline. He's getting older. But anyways, he's back to good old James Harden, scoring 30, 40 points a game. Brooklyn's going to be contender this year, guys. Look out for Brooklyn this year. Look out for Brooklyn. But MVP, no. My pick for MVP this year will be Joel Embiid. No, not LeBron. I'm not favoring LeBron because he's a Laker. I'm not doing it. Matter of fact, I don't even like LeBron. I'm not a big LeBron James fan, and I hated that he came to LA, to be honest with you, because I think we had something with our young squad. I think with that young squad in 4 to 5 years, it would have done something. Because Brandon Ingram was a great player. Julius Randle is a great player. Both of them should have, well, one of them is an all-star. The other one should have been an all-star. He's on my snub list anyways. So, but no, I don't think James Harden should be MVP. Joel Embiid will be the MVP of 2021. Sorry. And we have the AllStar Game coming up. The AllStar Game coming up on Sunday, which is going to be awesome. I was one of those people that didn't want to see the AllStar Game. I didn't want to see it. But since it's going to happen, I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to watch it. Because we had the Team LeBron and Team KD drafting their squads for this Sunday. Obviously, KD is not going to be playing, so KD got 12 picks, and LeBron only got 11. So, to KD. But I respect his decision not to play. I do respect it. But anyways, we're going to start off with Team LeBron. And Team LeBron's first pick was Giannis Antetokounmpo. The second pick was Steph Curry. Third pick was Luka Doncic. Fourth pick, Jokic. Fifth pick, Damian Lillard. Dame time. Sixth pick, Ben Simmons. 7th pick was Chris Paul. And then Jaylen Brown with number 8. Paul George with number 9. Demetrius Sabonis. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, homie. But Demetrius Sabonis at number 10 and Rudy Gobert number 11. Last pick for Team LeBron. And for Team KD, number 1 was Kyrie. Number 2, Joel Embiid, my MVP pick. Number 3, Kawhi Leonard. Number 4, Bradley Beal. Number 5, Jason Tatum. 6th pick was James Harden. See, he was the 6th pick on... So basically, 12 people was picked before James Harden on the All-Star team. And then Devin Booker, number 7. Zion, number 8. Zach LaVine at 9. Julius Randle at 10. Nikola Vucevic at number 11. And Donovan Mitchell rounding out Team KD at number 12. So basically, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell getting to split the last picks. But that's all right. I don't know. It's just an honor to be there, guys. There's no bad picks in the All-Star game, really. All these players are great players. There's no bad pick. It's going to be a lot of fun. Honestly, I can't wait to see it. Even though I was completely against it, I can't wait to see it. And my snub list. This is my snub list. I have 4 players here that I think that should have made the All-Star team but did not. And here they are. We're going to start off with DeMar DeRozan from the San Antonio Spurs. DeMar DeRozan averages 19.8 points a game and 6.9 assists with 5 rebounds per game. Snubbed from the All-Star team. My number 2, Mike Conley. He averages 16.4 points a game, has 5.6 assists, and 3.4 rebounds per game also. Also, another great player being snubbed off of the All-Star team. Obviously, not everybody can make it. So, it is what it is. And the heartbreaker for me, this was the heartbreaker for me, because I really like this player, and I really want him to come up and start and do big things. And it's Brandon Ingram, also snubbed from the All-Star team. He averages 23.9 points a game and 4.7 assists. How can he average 23 points a game and not make the All-Star team? Brandon Ingram. Oh, I already said that. And next on my list is Trae Young, who averages 26.4 points per game and 9.4 assists with 4.2 rebounds. Trae Young, he's All-Star caliber too. I think it's the records of the overall teams. The Pelicans aren't doing so hot. The Hawks are I think they only won 11 games so far, so they're not doing too hot either. So, but anyways, I can't wait to find out what happens. I think I had the other ones in there. Yeah, there we go. We had the slam dunk contest participants in there too. I was like, I had a whole nother page. Where'd it go? But we have the slam dunk contest going on too. We have Anthony Simmons from the Portland Trailblazers, Cassius Stanley from the Pacers, which is my pick to win. Love Cassius Stanley. That man has hops. Look out for Cassius Stanley in the near future, guys. Give him 3 to 4 years, and you'll be knowing his name. And then we got Obaya Toppin from the New York Knicks, also in the slam dunk contest. Cassius Stanley's gonna win it. It's gonna blow him out of the water. That dude can jump over. That dude can dunk on a 15-foot rim if you put it up there. Guarantee it. In the skills competition, we got Robert Covington from the Portland Trailblazers, Luka Doncic from the Mavs, Chris Paul from the Suns, Julius Randle from the New York Knicks, which is kind of weird, but who knows? Let's see what happens. Demetrius Sabonis. Sorry if I ruined your name. From the Pacers, and Vucevic from the Magic, which is my pick to win. Nikola Vucevic from the Magic is my pick to win the skills comp. So, all you betting people out there, hit up Vegas. I'm giving you some gold here. But don't blame me if you lose. So sorry. Give me the credit if you win, but don't blame me if you lose. And in the 3-point competition, last but not least, we have Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown, Steph Curry, Zach LaVine, Donovan Mitchell, and Jason Tatum. My original pick was Steph Curry to win this, but I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say Jaylen Brown's going to walk away with this one. So Jaylen Brown, my pick to win the 3-point contest. Last minute switch. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, we have one last thing to talk about this smoke session as I rustle my papers around trying to find it. Seriously, as I rustle my papers around trying to find it. But tonight, last but not least for the Saturday smoke session, let's take a hit before we do this. But tonight, starting at 6 p.m. over on ESPN Plus, we got the early prelims. We have UFC 259 popping off, and it's a good card. This is another good card. We have the early fight cards, the prelims. We'll start off on ESPN Plus at 6 p.m., and the main card prelims will start off at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Also on ESPN Plus, or not on ESPN Plus, because you're gonna have to pay for the main card. You're gonna have to pay the pay-per-view for that one. But anyways, we have for the prelims, the main card prelims, we have Dominic Cruz versus Casey Kenny, which is gonna be an awesome fight. Dominic Cruz coming back. He has been away for a while, so I can't wait to see him right back in that octagon. We got Song Yadong. I don't know if I said your name right. Like I said, if I murder your name, I'm sorry. Sung Yadong versus Kyler Phillips. Joseph Benavidez. Joseph Benavidez versus Askar Askarnov. So I pick Askarnov to pick that one only because I can say his name. And Rogero, I don't know. Bontrain, I don't know. Rogero Bontrain versus Kekara France. So Kekara is coming back. Kekara was away for a little bit, I do believe. I could be wrong, could be mistaken. But I think he was away for a little bit, but now he's coming back. Or maybe it's just a different Kekara. I don't know. Alexander Rocky versus Thiago. Oh, what's his name? I can't read my writing. Thiago Santos. There we go. Wow. Good thing he didn't. Good thing he's not here. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Tan? Get my name right. Get my name right. Get my name right. Then we got Aljamain Sterling versus Pierre Yan, and Islam Makhachenkov versus Drew Dauber, sorry. Drew Dauber, not Dober. Drew Dauber. Drew Dauber. And the co-main event, we got Megan Anderson versus Amanda Nunes, and Israel Adesanya versus John Blachowicz. I'd have murdered your name too. You guys need to get easier names. You guys need to get easier names. Make it easier for your boy here. Or maybe I just need to learn how to read a little bit better. But anyways, guys, that's it for today. That's it for this Saturday smoke session. We're on the big things. Come check us out. Come check out the Real Boys over on wherever you like to listen to your podcast. Over on Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, wherever you like to listen. Check out the Real Boys. We're coming out this week. We'll have a first episode out sometime this week. I'll let you know on Tuesday when it will drop. And I'll see you all on Tuesday. Look out for Oops Caught Me Smoking, a weed and sports podcast. You know where to find us. But I'll see you guys on Tuesday. I love you guys. Stay up. Peace.
Scene 1, Apple, take 1.
You wanna get high?
That's right.
You caught me smoking. You caught me smoking. You caught me smoking. You caught me smoking. You caught me smoking.